for both kids and adults for the 2025 season. Our Storm Tracker 16 meteorologist Jeremy Lawan is once again this year's host and the MC, and WNEP was a media sponsor at this event today in Lackawanna County. And while he's not judging other people's fashion, he's impressing us here with his own taste. Jeremy joins us in the backyard. Jeremy, looking sharp as ever.
Thank you, Jack. I just had to match your style since you're now on the desk with, a suit and tie. So now I'm matching the energy, matching the vibe. And it's good that there's no rain showers here in the backyard. Otherwise, I would have to wear the umbrella as well. And that's what we're going to need tomorrow. We do have some storms on the way, but today was a really nice day in some parts of northeastern and central Pennsylvania. Hit the 70s in some spots. And there are some blooming daffodils. Proof from one of our viewers, John from Berwick. Thank you for sending this one in from Berwick, and he took this right outside of his church called Stone United Methodist Church, and he said, let the daffodils ring underneath this beautiful bell. So thanks for sending this in, John. Really nice to see those daffodils in full bloom, because they are not out here in our backyard just yet. There's a live look at Pottsville. We've got some thicker clouds right now, really calm winds and high humidity. Could be some areas of dense fog tonight. And here's the spooky view from the Paw Pack. Look at all those low-hanging clouds. Current temperature right now, 55 degrees. That humidity is pretty high. The winds are calm, so again, could be some spots of dense fog today. And this is an amazing map. When you look at the difference in temperature, this change in green to yellow is the indication of the stationary front that's currently draped over Pennsylvania. So look at Mount Pocono, only got up to 47 degrees today, 19 degrees cooler than just 30 miles away in Avoca, where we got up to 66, and Williamsport got up to 71. All that warm air being pushed up from the south and west and not making it into northeastern Pennsylvania today. So those of you in Wayne County and Pike County, sorry about that. Didn't get up to the 60s like we did here in Scranton. We're still chilly out in eastern Pennsylvania, 44 in Shahola, 41 up in Storuca. Look at the 60s out in central Pennsylvania, 66 in Lock Haven, 61 for Williamsport. We're much cooler for that area of our southern tier, where temperatures never budged out of the 40s, 17 degrees cooler there in Frackville than we were 24 hours ago. Those winds, not all that bad. Every once in a while, gusting up to 20 miles per hour. Tomorrow, they'll be gusting up to 25 as those storms roll through. Here's the temperature trend over the next 18 hours. Now, notice this. Average high temperature, 53 degrees this time of year. We're going to be 55 or 56 degrees through the overnight tonight. So it's going to be a very mild night and another mild day tomorrow, up by 70, but it is accompanied by the chance for some rain showers. We do have a few sprinkles out right now in central Pennsylvania. Taking a closer look at Columbia County, Benton might be seeing a sprinkle, a drizzle in Dallas, headed up into parts of Lackawanna County, but the real meat and potatoes of this system is off to our west. Look at this strong line of thunderstorms firing up along the cold front, and behind it we're going to get colder air too. I want to give you a closer look at some of these watches and warnings in effect. There's a tornado watch in effect all the way from Tennessee up through the Ohio Valley. Tornado warnings in effect at this hour right now. These are very dangerous, of course, because they're happening overnight for folks, so they can't really take shelter as easily when they're sleeping. So very dangerous storms going to be rolling through. This line will break up somewhat on its way towards us and then fire up tomorrow afternoon. So here's how I see things on future clouds and radar. Some drizzles tonight, mostly dry conditions for your morning tomorrow. Maybe a sprinkle or two. The system and the line of thunderstorms doesn't fire up until 3:30, 4 o'clock. There's a cell possibly setting up over Schuylkill County, heading its way towards the northern tier and into the Poconos. That could pack a punch of strong rain, heavy winds, and even the possibility of a brief spin up of a tornado. That would only happen south and east. Those of you in central Pennsylvania will be spared from this system. Take a look at those rainfall totals in the quarter-inch to a half-inch range, and we do have that risk of high winds, flooding possible, maybe even a slight chance of some hail, and can't rule out a tornado. We'll be tracking it very closely as it rolls in tomorrow afternoon. I did want to tell you folks that today is the last day of Ramadan, the holy month for Muslims. So for those of you celebrating Eid Mubarak, tomorrow is Eid al-Fitr, and if you're not Muslim, you can at least appreciate this graphic, because look at where we started off this month at 5:53 with a sunset. Now we're ending off the month with sunsets nearly at 7:30. So that's a glorious sight to see. There's your 7-day forecast. Temperatures in the 70s for tomorrow. Got to watch out for those storms if you live east because they could pack a punch in the afternoon. Headed into Tuesday, we're cool as the cold front rolls on in. Breezy too, temperatures only topping out in the upper 40s, but it doesn't last long. Jack, we're up in the 70s once again for Thursday. And hey, we start April on Tuesday, and the showers are right on time, so I hope those flowers are on time in May too.
Well, I hope there's no funny business on April 1st, Jeremy. Don't play any tricks on us here.
I can't rule that out, sorry.
Thank you, Jeremy.